Hello darts nuts, I've got another set of darts here. These are the Shot 9 Tie squared, I suppose that means. They're a 90% tungsten dart, and they come in the slimline Shot packaging. These are from Darts Warehouse in New Zealand. They retail for £58. 36, depends on the exchange rate, but that's what it is at the moment. These are a 24-gram model. There's a few variations on the black and gold, and these are available in 22, 24 and 26 grams. As you can see, it's a very nice looking dart. It's got a black titanium coating and a golden nitrate titanium coating, which is probably why the reference of the 9 tie squared comes into it. It's two different coatings on the barrel. Comes with the medium smoke effect Laro shafts and the Shot standard shape slot flights. It's a bit fiddly getting the rings in. Delivery from Darts Warehouse is really quick, even to the UK. I've never really had any problems with orders from them. They usually come within a few days actually, which is quite amazing. Usually get them faster than I do anywhere else in the world. I don't really know why. I've actually had a set of darts that come in 3 days, but I've not had any that have took longer than, say, about six days I think is the longest, which is quite amazing when you think about how far it's come. Alright, I'll put a close up of the dart now so you can have a good look at it. Alright, here's a quick close look before I put a detailed close up with all the measurements on. Darts are fitted with black points. It's got a tapered nose to the barrel, and the front of the barrel and the front half of the barrel have got this black titanium coating on, but it's made up of this very thinly cut ring grip. It's a bit like a micro grip, but it's actually very thin rings. I don't know how well you can see that on the video. You can see the only smooth section of these two bands and this little bit at the rear of the barrel. On that one it's got the name etched, 9 tie squared. It's probably a medium level grip, but I think the black coating is adding to the grip as well. And if you notice, you can see this section of the barrel, it's got a very nice subtle scallop. It's actually very comfortable holding it there. It's the sort of grip that I actually like. I like micro grip and mini shark grip, but I also like the feel of the titanium coating. Gold coating is probably my favourite, which is what this is on the rear of the barrel. So you've got another smooth section, then you've got a ringed grip section at the rear, and there's your medium Laro shafts and your Shot smoke effect flights. Right, I'll put a detailed close up now so you can have a good look at the measurements. Right, here's the close look at the Shot 9 tie 24-gram darts. It's got black coated
28mm point. It's quite a long tapered nose on the barrel of 10.7mm, and then there's a smooth section with the 9 tie logo, which is about 2.3mm, and then it goes into a scalloped section which is 11.67mm wide, and then there's another smooth sloping section with the shot logo on of 3.1mm, and then the rear of the barrel is this golden coated style ring grip which is 12mm, and then there's another smooth section of 2.79mm, and then at the very rear of the barrel is another smooth non-coated section of 2.7mm. Overall length is 45.1mm and the width is 7.2mm.
Alright, I'll just measure the barrels, measure the length and the width. Doesn't look a particularly long barrel, so let's have a look. It's 45.2, probably 45mm really, because obviously there'll be some discrepancies with my measurement calipers, because they won't be as accurate as the ones that they use in the factory where they make the darts. But I'd say 45mm is probably the length of the barrel, and I would say this rear section is probably the widest part. I'd say that's 6.9 there, and then that scallop bit there, get it measured right, not on the scallop bit. Let's have a look at that. Right, I forgot this, that actually goes wider than the rear. The rear section is actually thinner. It's just that scallop kind of gives you an optical illusion, but if you look, this rear gold section is actually thinner, so the widest part is going to be that edge of the scallop there, just where that smooth ring is. So it's 7.2 there, and then the middle of the scallop is 6.9, so it matches the rear of the barrel. I'll just measure that front bit as well. So on these two sections here, which is at the front and the rear of the scallop, it's about 7.2, 7.3, and then the middle of the scallop and this rear gold section is 6.9. So it'll be quite interesting to see how they're balanced. But we'll weigh the darts first. It's quite an interesting shape to the barrel, and the scallop part does feel nice and comfortable in your fingers. So that one weighs 24.15 grams, and that one is 24.13, and this one is 24.11, so it's really quite a close match, that. Just see what the weight of the full setup is. It's 25.59 grams for the full setup. So I just want to check the, it's not really drilled out very far, it's only a very small section, just about normal really. So this is going to be interesting to find the balance point because of that scallop shape. I would say that they're probably a front weighted dart though. I'd say that's pretty close to the balance point there with nothing attached. So it looks to be pretty much in the middle of that scallop section. So it's a front weighted barrel. It should move a little bit further up when it's got the, yeah. So with the shafts and the flights fitted, it moves just a little bit up towards the middle of the barrel, but it's still front weighted. So there you go. It's a really good looking dart, and I think that grip there, it's not too aggressive, but it just has enough like kind of a stickiness to give you some assurance, but the scallop itself adds to the grip, but it also feels really comfortable holding it there. But even if you're a rare barrel gripper, you've got a little bit of grip there on the gold tie with the rings, so it should be well catered for there. So let's give them a throw and see how they go. Right then, I'm just going to have a few throws with the Shot 9 tie squared, using the setup just as it comes. I'm just holding the darts on this scallop section, well, probably just kind of half on that knuckle and half in the middle of the scallop, but it feels nice and comfortable there. And the grip it's more grippy than it looks. I think the black coating helps as well. It's not an aggressive grip, but there's certainly some grip what you can feel. I can't throw the darts from the rear of the barrel like that, so it's more grippy there, but I won't bother trying it from there because it's not my natural grip, but it's quite nice on that little scallop and knuckle bit. They fly nice and balanced through the air. There's no wobble of fishtailing or anything like that, and they quite suit my loopy throw. It's quite a nice dart, this. I think it is front weighted, and I can tell with my loopy kind of throw it flies well with that. It's not a very long barrel, it's only 45mm, so it tends to be better for my front grip. The darts seem very stable when they're through the air. I've not known a dart, for me personally, when I throw it, that there's no wobble at all. I usually see a little bit of something moving as it's flying through the air. And black points certainly sticking to the board. Well, that's the Shot 9 tie squared 24 gram darts. It's a lovely looking dart. That scallop, like I said, is really comfy, and the grip on the front of the barrel, it's kind of enhanced a little bit by this edge of this, like the knuckle where the scallop is, so I find that quite handy for me. And the darts with my loopy throw, they're kind of really nicely balanced, and there was no fishtailing or anything through the air, but they're not particularly long barrels, so I should imagine that the balance point is better with my front grip. But if you're a rear gripper, you probably like the darts as well, because that grip at the rear is quite nice, but I think if you're a middle gripper, you're going to be on that kind of a slopey section of that knuckle where it goes into the gold tie. But overall, these are a really nice dart. I like the way that they fly through the air, and they do look great with this black and gold tone. So that's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.